y'all, how's it going? I'm Jazz and this is Steam on a Budget, where we'll select a game on the Steam Popular New Releases section, play it and evaluate it according to its playability, the amount of money invested in it, total playable time, and how worth it was afterwards. For this, we're following this article on Lifehack that stipulates how much is your time really worth. Today's game is From the developer and publisher we all know, comes the most recent game from the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, Sister Location. The game was released on October 7th by Scott Cawthon, and it is the most different and unique game in the franchise. I'm very suspicious to say this, but from the little I've played from previous FNAFs, I gotta say this one has got a hold on me. Oh, it must be love. According to its Steam page, this takes place at the Circus Baby's Pizza World, where you are hired as a late-night technician. Unlike the gameplay we are used to from the previous games, Sister Location is the first one that actually allows you to move around the restaurant. One that totally looks like a facility and has zero resemblance to any crappy restaurant you've ever been to. Anyways, first sight you have in the game is in an elevator going down. Once it stops and you open the doors, you can see a vent under some barricade tapes with danger written on them. Sweet. You are able to move between rooms through vents that can take you to the control module and the circus control. From these rooms, you can have access to the Ballora Gallery, the Funtime Auditorium, the Breaker Room, the Parts and Service Room, and the Circus Gallery. To get to these rooms, you need to crawl through vents or cross the rooms, using W to go slow or W and Shift to crawl faster. You're able to use your mouse to look around. Can I say it is around anything? No, not really, right? You can also click on game's buttons to activate certain motivational methods, apparently. And the greatest button in the game, you can press space to eat popcorn. Yeah! Each room has its specific function and objective in the storyline. There is also a mini-game featuring Baby, where you need to give cupcakes to children until they are satisfied. Spoiler alert, they're creepy. Unlike previous FNAF games, Sister Location has a more active storyline to follow. As you can move between rooms and at times make choices on where to go and how, there are also some events that only happen in specific nights. For example, in the first night, when you turn on the lights from the Ballora Gallery and Funtime Auditorium, Ballora and Foxy are not in their stations. But in the second night, after you zap them in the previous night, when you first turn on the lights and see they once again are not in their stations, you can also see their shadows close to the windows to your sides. Each night you complete, your shift rewards you with some time at home to rest and watch a different episode of The Immortal and the Restless. It isn't just about being in a single room, keeping an eye on the animatronics, closing doors, and waiting for the eventual jump scare. Here, you actually are a technician that needs to fix stuff and gets the robots to their places. There will be interactions depending on your actions, and there is a background story to be told here.
Whatever.
Maybe. Who knows? Sister design has been a punch to the stomach. That's good, right? Like, I wouldn't be pleased by a punch in the stomach, but if it was well given, I'd congratulate the person. The super close-ups were obviously excellent, but even when you couldn't see the animatronics in HD detail, they looked creepy as hell and somewhat realistic. Their movements are absolutely perfect and the animation is on point. If I saw a robot moving like that, clowns would be ranked number 2 in my biggest fears list. Each room's presentation is also really good. I got creeped as fuck when I was in the hiding place under the desk. Though you're able to see the vent and the space in front of you, it's extremely blurry, so you can't really see if there are other entries or if anything is approaching. Except, of course, if there is a pretty pair of blue eyes staring into your soul. Aww. I would be lying if I said I didn't get excited by the voice acting. I was instantly in love with my companion voice when it switched to angsty teen. Also, Baby's voice acting and story kicked me in the ass. It was a very good surprise that left me wanting more. The interactions that follow with this amazing voice acting brings life to the characters and makes the game 10 times more interesting than just having voices mostly as background noise or random sentences just to fill in the silence. So as I was paying attention to the voice acting, I couldn't help but remember Portal and the Stanley Parable. The time we get to rest at home was a nice surprise. I definitely wouldn't expect to be able to not have to worry about being caught for a while. Plus, The Immortal and the Restless is my new favorite worst show ever. Considering that I've played this game for 2.5 hours and spent $7.99 for it, the amount of time played was worth $12. However, this game has many secrets to be discovered, so a playthrough in a single shot might not be enough to evaluate its worth. As someone who has never been excited about new FNAF games coming up for just being, quote, the same game, it's just a different room and the robots are dirtier, quote, I need to say this game was pleasant as hell. The subtle horror gave the franchise a refreshing air, turning a quite dumb indie game into a gorgeous project. As a fan of single-player games, I gotta say I'm thrilled to play this game other times and discover what other possibilities it can bring in each location. Thank you so much for watching and avoid eye contact.
You always have an objective and you have to get there without killing yourself. How do you do that? You walk in the shadows and avoid any contact. In an interview, one of the founders of Linksworks company, David Leon, said nowadays the stealth games don't challenge the gamers the way they should.